Hey guys, welcome back. It's Dan again. I'm going to bring you another video right now that's talking about multiple streams of income. Multiple streams of income is a marketing strategy that you can start employing that's going to multiply your efforts without any additional workload on your part, without any additional marketing dollars on your part. So without further ado, let's take a look at this video that Vic has just posted about this topic. And if you can start implementing this, you're going to see some very, very powerful changes in your campaigns. Let's take a look at it.
Multiple streams of income, man. We're gonna be talking about, bell marker. Okay, we're gonna be talking about multiple streams of income, okay? The good old MSI, how do you create it? How do you structure it? What are the things that we need to be doing? And this is one of the things that I'm adamant about, man. There are many things in life that you cannot predict, right? There is many things in life that are unpredictable. Systems change, businesses change, environment changes, right? Platforms change, this and that. Social medias come and go, and there used to be, what was that before Facebook? You guys love it. What was that before Facebook? MySpace, right? MySpace, and people build a big following on MySpace and never monetized it, right? Many people didn't understand how to monetize, and then MySpace is gone. It's a cemetery right now, pretty much, right? Digital, that is. And now Facebook, and everybody's like, oh my goodness, my home is Facebook, and I'm trying to build my following on Facebook, and you know what, that's okay, man, that's okay. And these are little platforms here that, look at them for what they are. They're Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram, and all that stuff. You should be monetizing them. You should be learning how to use them, how to extract users from them, how to deliver value to those platforms, if that's your thing, right? Like I'm streaming on YouTube. I'm not streaming on Facebook. I don't really care for Facebook, to be honest with you. I care about you, right, watching this. But as far as the platform being Facebook or whatever else is going to be there tomorrow or in 5 years from now, I don't care. What I care about is this. How do I create my home that gives me and pumps multiple streams of income into my bank account, right? As an entrepreneur, right? So that's what I want to talk about today. And this show, today's episode, is going to be a little bit of an extension from what we talked about last week on our previous episode. And so previous episode, we talked about how to work smart. By the way, if you did not watch that, we're going to have, you can go to 4%.com, go to shows, and you'll be able to find it somewhere over there. Depending when you're watching this, we're restructuring 4%, and actually enhancing a lot of the features and navigation. So those things are coming up. We've got some really cool updates coming to the 4%. And so you'll be able to find a lot of, pretty much every single episode of the Entrepreneur Show. If you go to 4%.com, go to shows. If it's not there yet, it will be there. Okay, hang on a sec here. I'm getting text messages here, alerts, important ones that I gotta check on some things. And we're just hanging out here, So yeah, you guys can watch it. And I highly recommend watching How to Work Smart, because what did I talk about, right? We talked about there's 5 things. I gave you 5 things how to work smart. Number 1 is decide to work smart, right? 5 key ingredients or 5 key points there, right? Basically everything comes down to, you got to decide to work smart, okay? Decide. If you didn't decide to work smart, which is set yourself, you're going to do the work anyways, man, right? You're doing the work anyways. I'm doing the work anyways. I'm marketing anyways. If I have somebody else's product that I'm marketing over here and it's not my thing and I'm just marketing it to make a commission, which a lot of people watching this show do, right? I can bust my butt for the one income stream, or I can be smart. I can do the same amount of work. Here's the thing. I can do the same amount of work if I have the right vehicle, which was component number 2 from the last episode of the show, right? We got to have the right vehicle, identify your vehicle. You can watch the replay if you didn't watch that particular episode. Again, it's called How to Work Smart, right? Decide to work smart. Number 2 is you got to pick the right vehicle, right? What else did we say there was? Number 3 was know the process, right? So you understand the process, and there was like 4 different parts to marketing process that every marketer needs to understand. We've got to create assets. Okay, that's number 4. And number 5 is what? Focus. focus on the key 4% activities, right? Which were just a few things. Number one, decide to master traffic generation. That's not negotiable for any entrepreneur, any marketer. I don't care what industry you're in, what field you're in, right? So mastering traffic at will, on demand, good quality traffic is a must. That's your key 4% activity. And mastering traffic, a little recap for you guys. Here's what I want to do, right? I have all these, if these are my traffic generating, campaign running platforms. That can be social media, it can be buying traffic, it can be stuff that we talk about. A lot of you guys are in Internet Traffic Mastery in my Traffic Masters program. I teach you how to monetize all this. I call this external traffic. All of this traffic is called external, okay? And there is tons of them out there, right? So I can go and I can literally tap into a network. I can run an ad. I can run a campaign, and my goal there with traffic is I'm going to siphon traffic. That's the word. That's literally I'm going to siphon the traffic as much of it as possible, right? And I'm going to create this situation to where it goes to my little door, right? To my business, whatever. It can be multiple doors, as a matter of fact, right? But it's a point of entry into my world, and then what happens from there is I'm building. This is external. All right. You guys are in Internet Traffic Mastery. You know exactly what I'm talking about. That's external traffic. A lot of people think this is their traffic, and that's okay. I can use, just like I'm using social media, I'm going to use those traffic avenues and resources and strategies. I'm going to apply them, but always remember, okay, unless you really understand and master and learn the language of traffic, where you understand, where you can speak traffic. I can speak English, right, and we can communicate. What if you can speak traffic? That's an actual language, right? Like coders, they work in PHP and all these other, programming languages and whatnot. So, they speak that language. So if I don't speak that language, which I don't, right? To me, that's like oh my goodness, don't ask me to do anything programming wise. To me, I'm clueless, right? So I have to rely on somebody to do the work for me, which is fine. You can do that in that department, right? When it comes to your business, when it comes to generating traffic, this is the lifeblood of your business. You've got to master traffic to the point where you can understand and speak the language of traffic, which is essentially what I teach. A lot of you guys know that. But what I teach is this. What did we talk about, right? There is external traffic source. I'm gonna leverage these to build my internal, okay? Internal. And here's why. Okay, the reason I want to build my internal is because this is going to be my most potent, most responsive, highest quality ever traffic if you do it right. So something happens between here and here that if you do right, if you follow the process, you can have unlimited amounts of targeted traffic, which is people. Ultimately, that's what traffic, right? It's people that know you, that want to hear from you, that are looking up to you. And this is the best quality traffic you can ever ask for, okay? This right here, you leverage, you siphon off of it, but this is your gold right here, okay? You're digging for gold in your business. When again, we talked about traffic generation on other episodes. What I want to talk about, so a little recap from the last episode here. We focus on the key 4% of activities because, and that is what? Number one is traffic generation, mastering this, building this. If you don't have this, you don't have a business, you don't have an asset, right? And this is obviously we're talking about your internal list, okay, that you can tap into on demand. You can get high open rates. If you haven't seen, I have a masterclass that I'm doing ongoing right now, especially. I'm not sure how long I'm going to be doing that for. It's called Internet Traffic Mastery or Internet Traffic Masterclass, okay, that you can watch. And there, I talk about, some of this stuff, if you do it properly, which I go a lot of those details on the masterclass, you can register and watch it for free. But I show you some stuff that, like me teaching you these ideas, dude, I'm getting as high as 70 and 80% open rates on like tens of thousands of emails sent out, okay? Average is about between 40 and 60, which is insane because industry average is maybe 10, If somebody's getting a 20% open rate on their email, it's like, oh my goodness, this is like, wow. Nobody's doing that anymore. And so then all of these other gurus out there right now, they're saying things like, well, email is dead, email doesn't work. right? Because they're not doing it right. They're not getting the results. Of course, they can't teach you how to get results. So they rely on, hey, let's go ahead and build a YouTube following. Let's go ahead and build a Facebook following and Snapchat following and this and that following, right? And then 3 months later or 2 years later or whatever the case might be, that platform becomes the next, MySpace, or the platform changes algorithm, and they're like, oh my goodness, I got to do the work again. I will never teach you that. The way I'm going to teach you, and if you follow my advice here, I'm going to teach you how to create stability in your business. Okay, it starts with your traffic. So mastering traffic is your 4% key activities in your business. Number one, okay? Number two is you've got to build and you've got to nurture and maintain your home on the internet, okay? We talked about it on the last episode, so I'm not going to repeat myself a whole lot, but here is kind of like what we're talking about. And this is why I'm doing today's episode on this topic, on multiple streams of income, is because we said what, right? So if I got a traffic, okay, this is my traffic blueprint. That traffic goes to something called my landing page, right, where I collect. So I build my list here, okay? It goes to retargeting, okay? Again, I walk through all of this stuff. So then it goes to some kind of either a sales page or a better yet, a pre-frame page, okay? Or maybe a bridge. Okay, can we turn this down here? Hang on one second, guys. I'm gonna turn this volume off. I'm not sure if you can hear that or not. Okay, that sells some kind of a product, right? So the product could be sold here, or product could be sold here. So a lot of people are promoting somebody else's product, and they're just relying on whatever happens to this process, right? And so typically, if they don't have a home, they're homeless here, right? So they'll be like, hey, my home is my email list, but I only got this one thing to promote. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue to hammer, and then that's how you get a 2% open rate on your emails. Okay, is because you're doing like what everybody else is doing. Because guess what? If this subscriber here, check this out, this is very important. If this subscriber is on my list, chances are good that this same subscriber is probably on tons of other marketers' lists. Okay, do you agree or disagree? All right, take a look at your situation. How many other marketers are you subscribed to? Okay, and then take a look at what happens to you. Like, everybody's trying to get your attention. Everybody's fighting for your attention. And if you're doing marketing like everybody else is doing, you're being like everybody else, screaming at the top of your lungs, trying to get attention, and then it becomes this screaming match, right? Whoever can scream the loudest, hopefully gets attention. And that's why the open rates are down the toilet, right? Nobody wants to open emails. And then they're like, my goodness, what's going on in the industry? Email doesn't work. No point in emailing. Or, I'm here sitting, sending out emails, and I'm getting 50, 60, 70%, sometimes even more email open rate. Okay, and it's really, really cool. So if this is homeless situation, okay, you don't want to be homeless. And so I talked about you got to have a home, which is this place right here, right? That will be your true home on the internet. All right, and this is where you can live, and everything is centered around you. This becomes your business. This is not your business. Okay, this can be temporary. You should never, ever, ever rely on just this model right here. You should protect, you should nurture your home, because this right here, my friend, is what's gonna make you, if you do it right, like I'm gonna teach you, okay? This right here will where everybody else over here is getting maybe 2% conversion rates, okay? If you put everybody through your home and you do certain things like I'm going to talk about here, you immediately can increase your open rate here from like 2% like everybody out there to mine on average between 50 and 25%. Okay, 15 and 25%. Immediately. Okay, like that's crazy, man. That's like 10 times, you're getting 10 times the conversion just because you put people through your home. Okay, you welcome them, maybe you had metaphorical tea with them. Right? It's a pre-frame process, it's pre-indoctrination process, it's them getting to know you, okay? But this is just the beginning. Very, very few marketers actually do this model. Very few, okay? Most people are just homeless and just hammering, spending a ton of money. But what this allows me to do is my home allows me to build multiple streams of income, okay, around me. And so when I talked about it last time, okay, on last episode, okay, all of this stuff, here's the situation I want to create. Always think like this, okay? You want to have this thing going on. Man, as long as I'm going to be talking to you, as long as you're listening to me, I will ingrain this into your head, okay? That you need to have multiple streams of income. Why? because you live in a world that is unpredictable, okay? There's a lot of uncertainties out there. A lot of things are changing all the time. And if you're depending on one thing, imagine this. Imagine this is a stool right here, okay? Imagine if this is a one-legged stool or a table, all right? A one-legged table. Would a one-legged table stand on one foot for long? Well, if it's a solid leg, right? Maybe, but the base is never solid because it's just one leg, man, right? Even if the leg is wide enough, right? If I just come over here and just tip the thing over, right? Or somebody just touches it, it just falls over. It's not stable, okay? This is where a lot of people are, and they're like praying and hoping that leg doesn't break, or nobody touches their metaphorical table, right? So some people are like, well, dude, I've got 2 legs over here, so I'm going to do 2 legs. Well, that's a little bit better. But you know what's better? Is this, man. Like this. Try to tip this thing over. Oh my goodness, my driving is terrible. You get the point, right? The more legs you have supporting that top, okay? And this is your foundational structure. This is your base. This is where you should be building your skyscraper, okay? Imagine if this was another way to put it, your metaphorical skyscraper, right, that you're trying to build. And imagine if this was the foundation. Your foundation needs to have multiple sources of income. It needs to have a structure, okay? The bigger the building, the more solid the foundation, okay? My dad used to work construction, so he knows. So what happens underneath the soil, in all that concrete, there is steel beams that go way deep into the ground, and there's many of them out there. Why? Because it creates stable platform on which the entire building will stand, right? So a lot of marketers, they live in these little shacks, and then they're like, oh my goodness, my life sucks, my business sucks, right? They never take the time to learn how to build properly, how to build structured foundation. How many of you guys would like to learn how to build this thing properly, right? Learn it from the strategy I'm telling you. I'm doing this because I want to create more success stories. You know what I mean? And so I've done this in my life. So a lot of people have been emailing and contacting me personally, and also emailing us ever since we dropped the last episode. They're like, Vic, can you talk more about your home? What is your home on the internet, and how do you create multiple sources of income? How do you do this? Okay, so I thought I would dive into that topic today a little bit, and we're going to discuss it because I think it's important, right? I'm going to give you 5 main categories or 5 main things to think about. Just kind of, simplify it down to the ridiculous like we, usually try to do here. And we're going to talk about what is your home, how do you build multiple streams of income, how do you create it, and just kind of give you some concepts, some ideas that I've learned over the years, okay? Now, if you have your home, and if you understand how to nurture your home, how to maintain it, and how to create this situation around your home, you will always have money. You will always have enough to maintain your home, right? And no matter if you have this solid, no matter what wind may come your way, no matter what the economy might do, you're never depending on one thing and one thing alone, okay? And so these drips could be different. Some people confuse. Some people are like, well, does that mean I have to do consulting over here, and then I have to run down to do my second income stream as a house cleaner, and then a third income stream as a teller at the bank for part-time, and then a fourth income stream over here, a little part-time internet marketer? No. Having multiple streams of income does not mean having multiple jobs. In fact, I want them all to be automated. Okay? I want to get paid from as many companies as I possibly can without having to work for it. Because that's not my 4% activity. My 4% activity is what? Is my home, right? My home. And so what's the other thing for the 4%? Hang on one second, I'm going to show the battery. Okay, so I got to maintain my home, build my home, and then there was another key factor in my 4% activities there. Another thing that I need to focus on, we got traffic number 1, building and maintaining your home number 2, right? Because I'm doing the work anyways. Number 3 is I've got to hang out with smart people, right? Why? Because I'll have smart systems inside my home, right? That will rub off of you through osmosis. Okay, if you just hang out and surround yourself with smart people, aka build your home in a wealthy neighborhood. Okay, I like talking metaphors here. naturally, you'll be more inspired, you will be more creative, right? Don't build your home, like your location matters, man. You see what I'm saying, you guys? Your location matters. If I build, if I try to build a good home in a ghetto neighborhood, it will never happen. I'll be just like everybody else, okay? Environment is, remember this, somebody taught me this. Somebody said, environment is more important than what's built into your genes from birth, okay? Environment that we decide to build in, the people that we decide to surround ourselves with, is more important than what's built into our genes from birth. Here is proof, okay? If we have, I've got kids, I've got 6 children, right? And every one of our kids, when they were born, they're born here in the United States, okay? They're born in the country of the great United States. Love it, right? At home, we speak Ukrainian. See what I'm saying? Environment. They're Americans, man. They're born into a Ukrainian family. Of course, we speak English, right? But we want them to be bilingual. We want them to be multilingual. So at home, we speak Ukrainian. So our kids growing up, and they speak both. They speak Ukrainian, they speak English, okay? Perfect. You know what I mean? Now, you take an American baby and you put him in a Chinese family, right? Oriental home. And that baby will grow up speaking Chinese and they would not know anything, okay? You take somebody who is an average person and you put him in the environment where there is success, where there is surrounded by success, right? They're speaking, learning, thinking like successful people are thinking, right? They're hanging out with successful people. They're getting those habits. They're just naturally observing the behavior, right? That person, I guarantee you, if that person is hungry, they will be successful. Okay? You take a successful person and you put him in a bad neighborhood, right, in a bad environment, and that person will become like everybody else. So you want to build around people that are, that will inspire you, that will help you succeed. Okay, let's talk about these 5 main, the 5 main channels or the 5 main platforms when it comes to building your home. Okay, we're still live here, everybody good? Okay. Okay, so when I say your home, right? Your home, I'm going to create my multiple streams of income situation. Okay, we're talking about how do you build multiple streams of income. I'm going to build it surrounding my home because I can do the work once anyways. I mean, I'm doing the work anyways. I can be doing work like everybody else is doing and trying really, really hard. But then next month, I'm going to have to do the same amount of work to get about the same amount of results, right? And somebody might argue, somebody might say, well, Vic, what if I'm in a network marketing company, man, and I have all these people below me and surely they'll be producing, right? Never count on it, right? What if they don't? What if the company is not around tomorrow? What if the company does something they shouldn't, right? And they get shut down. What happens to your income? You're depending on one stream of income. Okay, that's not your home. You can leverage it, you can do whatever it is that you're doing, but it's not your home. Always remember that. You want to create your multiple streams of income situation build around your home, which is your central place on the internet where you're focusing on building. Okay, the work that you do today, what you do tomorrow and 2 months from now and a year from now, it will just stack. It's called stacking, right? So another way to look at it. So you gotta stack your activities, you gotta stack your results one on top of each other. So a year from now, you're not at this level anymore, right? A year from now you should be at this level. Okay, so you always should be growing and stacking your activities and so stacking your results. Now what is home? Okay, so if we're talking about building and creating multiple streams of income that will live here, if this becomes my main channel of focus, right? What is home? Well, there is a few. I'm going to give you 5 top 5 or the main 5 platforms that you can look into, right, as far as building your home. Okay, so number 1, and this is we're just probably going to let's create a little. Let's start with number 5 first. Okay, so number 5. I'm going to start here. It will be a simple blog or a vlog. Okay. Well, There used to be like a big wave, a big thing about blogging back, several years ago. You guys remember that? Yes? All right? So having a blog or a vlog can be your home. but I put it number 5 at the bottom, okay? Let me tell you why. By the way, your home is something that how do you know it's yours, right? How do you know that? If you got a key to it. See what I'm saying? If you got a key to it, you come to your home, to your front door, do you pull up the key, right, from your pocket, right? There's a key to my Tesla right here, right? So I come to my car, I got the key, I get into my car. It's my car. I own it. I got the key for it, right? If I come to my house where I live, I got the key, I open the door. If I ain't got no key, I ain't got no home, right? Make sense? This is a thing for you to ask yourself. Do you have the key to whatever you think it is your home? Do you have the key to your YouTube account? You got a password, but it's not a key, right? It's not a key. You can't take it. You can't do anything with it. It must be in your control. If the whole world goes upside down, you can still control this. Okay, make sense? All right, so blog or a vlog. Here is what you can do on a blog or a vlog. Okay, very, very simply. Okay, let's say that, I guess I'm just probably gonna, let's just talk a little bit about each one of them. Okay, so if you're somebody who likes to shoot videos, okay, a vlog would be an excellent idea. So you can synchronize that. You have a channel on YouTube, right? But you can also have a little simple site, right? A little simple site here that is, You Inc. or whatever your brand is. Okay, you got your little logo here going on, right? And this is your blog. This is maybe about you, and you got your blog or a vlog, and then maybe contact. Super simple, right? Most anybody can do this, okay? And so what you do is you basically blog, right? You have your, maybe you have a vlog. Maybe you got your little video, you do your post, title here, you know the drill, right? You got little things here. And so here's the situation, okay? If I promote, okay, if I have, all right, so let me show you this idea here, okay? So if I'm getting traffic, okay, this is my traffic right here, level 1, level 2, level 3. Internet Traffic Mastery teaches you, okay? Hopefully you have it, right? And so I'm promoting this landing page, and this is not my product that I'm promoting. I'm promoting a product that somebody else owns this product, and it's right there, and I'm just I promote and earn commissions, right? Check it out. Here's how simple this can be, okay? So here I can have my little pre-frame or a bridge page. Ideally, that's what you have. And again, I teach you all that, in our programs, okay? And then people get redirected there, okay? Again, maybe 2% of people will buy, okay? All right, great. But what happens here is we have the list, the drill, okay? Now, if I have something as simple as a blog. Now, before you say, well, Vic, whatever, dude, this is 2018, 2019. Dude, I'm telling you, man, this can bump your conversion to 20%, 15%, okay? Depending who you're listening to, depending who you're learning from, okay? Here's the thing. Your subscriber, when they opted in, they'll go here. They'll see maybe 2% of them will buy, okay? 98% didn't buy. You capture them here. You get about 40 to 60% of them going here, right? And then the rest will do what? Retargeting, right? Like I teach you, okay? So you can tap them later. Now, here's what happens. You know the result because every product promises a particular result. You know the result that they're opted in for. So your product becomes irrelevant. Okay, we talk about it almost on every show. I'm going to make sure that we're on the same page here. Now, I'm going to build whatever it is that the products that I'm going to be, whatever niche, whatever the result, whatever industry that I'm building in, okay, you want to keep that congruent. Here's why. Because that product, right, if they did not resonate with that product, I can offer and I can talk about other products that are similar, right, but I'm not going to be douchey or pushy about it, okay? So if it's, if I'm talking about, marketing stuff, okay, for example, if my industry is marketing, I'm talking about internet marketing, building business, getting more sales, getting more traffic, all that stuff, right? So here's what I can do. I can tap into my list at any time, now that I have this list, okay, and I'll send them an email, and I'll say, hey, everybody, okay, I just posted a new video or a new piece of content or a new article. Okay, if you're good on video, video is the best. I'm telling you. There is I think Facebook or one of these big networks said, by the year 2020, 95+% of the internet content will be video based. Okay, so I'm telling you guys, like getting comfortable to talking to camera when nobody's watching you, right? And pulling up your phone or a video camera and just yapping to that lens right there, and getting and practicing and getting better and better and better at it in whatever industry. You can be in financial, you can be in real estate, you can be in a roofer, you can be whatever, right? Getting yourself out there will raise you head and shoulders above your competition. Simple as that. Now what you do is you start creating assets, okay? What is an asset? Something you do once and it continues to work for you, right? So I can do a video and I can talk to my subscribers knowing the result that they want, okay? And I can say, hey everybody, I send them an email instead of taking them straight here like everybody else is doing in my competitive market, right? Pitch and pitch and pitch and buy, 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 buy. I'll take a different approach because they're getting pitched by everybody else promoting that company. I'll say, hey, I just put a new thing knowing what they're looking for, right? Go watch it here. And I deliver a piece of value. And I recorded that video and it's stored on my blog, okay? And so what you can do is you can automate these things. Simple concept, man. I know, I'm not telling you rocket science here, right? But what I'm telling you is this. They go here, right? And they can watch my video. It can be maybe, me demonstrating the product, of the result that the product can generate for them, right? Maybe I'm reviewing the product. Maybe I'm like, hey, I'm promoting this. I own the product. By the way, you should never ever promote anything that you don't personally own and believe in, okay? Always promote something that you personally believe in. Why? Because it's something called moral authority, okay? If I don't have moral authority, man, it's bad. If you don't have moral authority, you try to sell me something, I feel it, I know it, and so is everybody else, okay? So having moral authority, knowing what you're doing, knowing what you're promoting is very important. So I can review the product, I can talk about the product, I can discuss the results that other people are getting from the product, right? Results what people are after, and then kind of re-engaging that person back again, okay? Through my content, now that's on my home. Nobody can take that away from me. Now below the video, I can say very softly, I can say, hey, if you like this, if you don't have this product yet, click this link, okay? Click this link and grab the product, okay? Very, very softly. You don't have to sell. You don't have to be salesy or sleazy or pushy or anything at all. In fact, the call to action here is about 5% of your entire, video, right? 95% is you connecting, you bonding. This is how you build your internal traffic, the ultimate traffic media of people that will want to come back and listen from you. Okay, that's how you increase your conversion, your email open rates. You want to have your people looking for your next email, okay? Now, you say, okay, great, right? So I tell you, like, just this concept alone will increase your conversion rate by a lot, okay? Now, if they might not resonate with this product, okay? So what I could do is I could, A or B, right? I could send them another email with like a survey and say, hey, tell me the top 3 things that you're looking for, right? Have them tell you, engaging with your list. I do that all the time, okay? And then you can create another post here, and again, this lives on your blog. Very, very simple. It's just a way for you to disseminate information, okay? No membership sites or anything. Now you can talk about, based on what people are looking for, you can talk about other things in your account. So this is a GetResponse is actually live, logged in here, okay? And this is over the years, obviously. It didn't, look, they paid me $355,289, okay? Just GetResponse. I mean, we're talking this stuff right here, okay? This stuff, okay? These things right here. Now, I've done it through, other platforms, but I started here, okay? And I'll show you how I kind of progressed, because everything I'm teaching you here, I'm telling you from my experience. Does that make sense? Yes, everybody? Make sense? Okay? You know what's funny thing? Look at this. Here's another one. Okay, here's another one of my accounts that I literally, as I was just logging in before the show, just this year, okay, see that? $26,000, and it's just sitting. I totally forgot about this account because apparently I did not submit my payout information or something like that, right? That's like $350,000 plus another account, I'm using for, for a different thing there. And it's like $370,000. I did not spend one red cent promoting GetResponse directly. I did not campaign for it. I didn't spend money to run campaigns for it. It's all passive, okay? You're talking about creating passive income here, right? That makes sense, yes? So again, very, very simple concept. It's a blog. Now another, thing number 4 here, which is a step up, okay? It would be some kind of a personal brand site, okay? And it's got to be an active site, okay? It's got to be a site. So what we do here is we take a concept. We take a concept of a blog, okay, so that you can deliver value, you can do this kind of stuff here. But then when you have a personal brand site, this is where you really put in your stake in the ground and you're saying, hey, this is who I am, okay? You can have the About Me page. So basically it's this concept, but it's enhanced, okay? It's a little bit more advanced. So what I can do here, okay, is I can have, typically what I'll have here is like a home page, right? Maybe you want to put a little video, background that's just going to loop. Maybe it's your lifestyle, right? You can have a little bit about, about you. You can have another, maybe something over here. You can say from the blog, latest. You get the drill, right? All the successful marketers out there, all the big names, all the big shots, and you can have display different things. You can display testimonials, interviews, whatever project, whatever work you're doing. But this is more of like, okay, long-term. This is something that you can build, you can pass on to your, kids if you wanted to, because it can literally be, it's an asset. I mean, you're creating an asset, you're building an asset, right? So everything you do revolves around that thing, okay? A personal brand site. So again, it's your personal brand. So here you can have about me, right? You can have products, okay? You can have a blog. So it's a little bit more advanced, right? So you can have a live show here, kind of like what we're doing here on 4% on air. You can stream over there. And so you're building an audience. So basically what you're doing here is you're training your audiences right here, right, to come and hang out at your place here. So this becomes a place of resource, and you want to become a trusted advisor, somebody who knows their stuff. That's why you got to be on the cutting edge, man. If you are like everybody else, most people are not doing this. Why? Because they don't have enough to teach. They don't know what to talk about. They don't understand how to link it. And here's the cool thing. If you're brand new, you should start here, okay? You can start here, but it'll be better for you to start here because you're immediately separating yourself from above the crowd. We have a full training on this kind of stuff inside 4%. If you guys are, if you have an account with 4%, go and log in and check it out. By the way, you can create yourself a free account and check out a whole bunch of stuff we have on the inside. But here's what I can do. If I don't have a product, okay, see, what I can do is I can go to products, I can build out a products page, and I can link out to other people's products, okay, based on what I believe in, based on what, industry I'm serving here, right? And I can link out to other people's programs, and guess what? These can be my affiliate programs, okay? See what I'm saying? So when somebody clicks on programs or products or whatever, okay, you can link out, and when they click, boom, they get redirected there. You see what I'm saying? Now, here's something else I can do. Okay, I can have a resources page, right? It's your thing. You have the full control of it. I can do resources page, and now I can list a whole bunch of resources: ClickFunnels, autoresponders, all these other things that you're using, trackers, different software, different books that you have that you're reading, that you're buying from Amazon. Just link them out to Amazon.com. If people are getting value from you, okay. And if I recommend, whatever, man, I was gonna say, if I recommend, if I recommend markers, okay, this Expo marker here, and somebody's like, hey Vic, you're using these whiteboard presentations. What kind of markers do you use, dude? Expo right here, right? So what I can do is I can talk about the markers or talk about what I do here, and I can say, hey, I use markers, Expo markers, whatever. Here's a link where you can go get them. Again, you probably wouldn't use that because it's so ridiculously simple example, right? But you get the point. I link out to Amazon or Office Max or whatever. If there is an opportunity for me to earn a kickback in affiliate commissions, dude, it's passive income. I don't work for it. I've created the content anyways, okay? Video cameras, link it out to Amazon. Books, you review a book or the book you're reading, link it out to the Amazon, right? And through your affiliate link. So all that can be controlled over your, with your home. You get me? Okay, so this is a little step up, and so what you can do is you can either hire somebody to create it for you, right? Or we have, a lot of people have assets. And this is what I preach, right? So I'm like, all right, for people to go out there and really create a beautiful looking home that would not look amateur, that would not look like, ugly, that would actually look great, people would need a system for it. And there is none. There is nothing. Okay, people can go and hire a company that will create them, but it would cost them like between $8,000 and $12,000 to build. Okay, to design. So we have created, a system that allows you to create, that literally gives you a home on the internet. It's called eStage, and if you guys don't have it, go check it out. In 4% programs, it's called eStage. Just watch that little video; it'll give you an idea what it's all about. And it allows you to link out to different programs. It actually gives you this right here. Okay, it gives you this right here. Okay, and then what a lot of our people are doing is they're just linking out to products that they want to promote, they want to talk about, and so it gives you that full control over that. Okay, all right. So moving up. Okay, so and by the way, I've done all of these things. Okay, if you know how to code yourself, make sure that we're live here. Everything is good. Okay, great. Now, what would be a step up from that? Anybody know? Can you guys tell? By the way, is this making sense, everybody? Yes? Making sense? Making sense? Okay. Yeah. By the way, thank you guys for sharing. I appreciate it. If you guys share it, if you love it, if you love this content, if you're getting good ideas from it, let me know. Please share it. Let me drop a comment. If you're on Facebook or YouTube, subscribe. Share, like. I would appreciate it. Okay. So a step above the personal branding site would be like a membership site. Okay. Now, why a membership site would be significant? This is really, really significant. Okay. I started out promoting as an independent affiliate. Literally, this was like 2005 when I got started, right? And so I failed for the first like 10 months, almost a year. And then I started to do this right here. Okay, I went from this, I went to this, okay. I started running circles around all my competition. I was promoting a product that, by the way, I'll tell you that later. I was promoting a product that was $197. It paid me $97 commission, okay, every time I sold it. Everybody and their dog was promoting this product, man. Back in the day, it's irrelevant what the name of it. I talk about it in Internet Traffic Mastery. In fact, I give you the full, back business of it and how I structured it. But my competitors were selling this, and they were getting 1 to 2% conversions. Okay, I was selling that through. Initially, started out as a personal brand site, and then I jumped over a couple notches, and I'll show you here what I mean by that when we go to number 2 here. But earning $97 for every sale, okay, of selling that product. That was a ClickBank product, by the way. All I had to do is just create a ClickBank account. Doesn't cost me anything, right? And go to work, being smart. But dude, my income was just from that product. I would like between 30 and 35,000 a month, like clockwork, just like clockwork. My conversions on that product, where everybody else was like 1-2%, I was like at 20-25% on that product. It was crazy, man. Right? And so then what I did is I quickly jumped to membership site, okay, where I would basically allow I would create a membership site around this right here. So it's basically like an enhanced version, okay, from a personal brand to a membership. And I don't know how to code. So what I did is I went out there and I said, I hired a programmer, right? Once you're making some money, you can do some cool stuff. So I hired a programmer, and I'm like, hey, dude, so we want to create a membership site, because a lot of people came to me, they're like, Vic, why don't you teach what you do? And so I'm like, good idea, man. So I created a membership site, and I started, I created a paid version of it, and I let people become members, okay, and learn from me for a monthly fee, okay? And the first day I opened it, I had like 300 people signed up for like $67 a month payment, fee to belong to that membership site. So I just created myself a multiple six-figure income, just like that, just because of the work that I've done previously. See what I'm saying? So like everything that I've done up to that point, it kind of prepared me for that next step. You see what I'm saying? But then what I said is, look, I have this little system down, right? I'm selling it through my personal branded site, and it's a little funnel that I created, right? What we need is we need a dynamic marketing system is what we need, okay? So I'm going to put that as number 2, okay? Some kind of a dynamic marketing system. Now, The big lesson I can tell you from my experience, you guys, okay? The big lesson that I can tell you from that is if you're going to do this, please make sure that it's a product-centric marketing system. In other words, you don't, like if it's based around marketing and opportunity, it will be short-lived. Mark my words. It will be short-lived. If it's just, I've done both, man. I've done when that was a product-centric thingy, and then I had at one point in time an opportunity-driven, replicated dynamic marketing system. And I can tell you this, one of those systems that I've built cost me $1 million. I literally put $1 million, just over $1 million into developing it. Right? But again, I went through this, to this, to this. So I had I built up the money along the way, right? You create all those multiple income streams and stuff like that. In your membership site, for example, even your personal brand site, now you've got things like tools and resources you can recommend, right? This is where I started to get checks from like GetResponse and Aweber, and there's other like tracking, click tracking different platforms that I was recommending back then. It was not ClickMagick, it was something else before that. It was a while ago. But this is how I started to build and stack products and services, and all of those income streams went to me, right? Because I owned it, man. I controlled it. It was my thing. I built it, right? Why not? So you can do product reviews, and the coolest thing that happens here when you do this is you have an audience that loves you. I'm telling you, man, if you guys are listening to me, if you just keep tuning into these 4% entrepreneur shows, and then better yet, create yourself an account to 4% while we're giving this stuff away for free, okay? Learn what I'm going to teach you, because I don't know what you're going to do with this information, but I'm teaching you how I built myself, how I took myself from a nobody in the space, right, to being at what I'm going to put at number 1 here, where it's a platform-based, okay? Platform-based business model, okay? And I took myself, I've done this, I've done this, I've done this, I've done this, I've done this. But see, when you do this properly, okay, you never depended on any one company. I did make some mistakes that I'll tell you, okay? Like never build a marketing system around an opportunity, because that will be short-lived. I lost my million. I made a bunch of money, obviously, so I ain't complaining, I'm not complaining about anything. I just learned a lesson, right? But I did not have to, but because of that, when the company went belly up, I had to rebuild the whole thing again, okay? So I'm a lot smarter right now, and I'm teaching you, what some of the mistakes to not make. But here, when I ran my membership site and personal brand site, right? So any resource I would recommend or talk about, I would literally, that would be my income stream. So I had like 10, 15 different things going, just passively, completely passively, right? As a matter of fact, one Paul, he's been working with us here. He is on our support, head of support right now in 4%. He came to me and he was like a construction worker. So first time we met, he came to my house and we had some tea. And so he's like, well, so what do you do online? Tell me about this. I'm like, well, I'm just marketing online. I was about, I think I was here or here. I don't remember. One of these two, okay? So you have a list, right? And you have an audience. Again, what I teach you inside Internet Traffic Mastery, you siphon, you build your your external traffic to your internal traffic. So I was focused on building my internal traffic. So he's like, I don't believe that, man. I don't think anybody can make money online. I don't believe it. I say, watch. Create yourself a brand new ClickBank account. So literally took him online, right? He created a brand new ClickBank account. And I took a little segment of my list, right, of my that business asset I was talking about, that gold if you treat it right, little tiny portion, maybe 1,000 or a couple thousand people or something like that, right? And I dropped a little email, one email to that list. I said, watch, I'm going to use your ClickBank ID just to demonstrate something to you that's going to blow you away, right? I used his ClickBank ID. That's brand new. He just created it. And I said, watch, I'm going to email this list. We picked a product on ClickBank, right? Back then, they had good products. Something I knew, something I was using myself. And I sent out an email, and I said, okay, let's go drink some tea. an hour and a half later or something like that, he checked his ClickBank account, he made like $1,000. Okay? So ever since that time, I couldn't get that guy away from me. Okay? He's been working with us for, I don't even, like 8 years or something like that. Right? Goes to show you the power of doing this kind of stuff properly. Okay? So when you hear people say, I can just print money on demand, I can like tap and generate money at will, it's possible, but most people will not do it because most people don't have that internal traffic cultivated enough, right? It's like a garden. You got to cultivate it to the point to where they can just tap into it without taking away the value, without, taking away the goodwill that they have with that list, right? And generate money at will. What I teach you, especially what I teach you within Internet Traffic Mastery, will allow you to create magic in your business, I'm telling you, okay? So these are the examples of your home. So like when I went to the dynamic marketing system, this level up right here, so what I've done, again, you're making money along the way, right? So your income grows and grows and grows. So what happens here, okay? So your income over here on a continuum, right? It kind of goes from here and then just kind of goes from here. Once you get to about this level, okay, dude, it just shoots up. You see what I'm saying? That's why everything that you do that I'm going to teach you, if this is a timeline moving forward, your income should be doing that. Okay? If your income is flatlined, you're not doing it wrong. You're not doing it properly. You're doing it wrong, which is like where most people are. Okay? Now, I'll tell you this. Some people are like, some of you guys might be thinking, well, my goodness, how do I want to be here? Or I want to be here, but I don't have the funds. I don't have the resources. Well, look, I've got 14 years or so, right, of experience now. And so we're doing something that is absolutely mind-blowing, ridiculously easier right now for the right type of person to be able to capitalize on that, right? So when I did this dynamic marketing system, okay, my income exploded. And so what I did then with this is I said, look, I'm selling a whole bunch of this, selling somebody else's product, right? But then we have this income stream, this income stream, this income stream, and all that stuff, that kind of supplements everything that I do, okay, here. So I want to set it up so that these things, our people can use a marketing system that I've created, okay, and they can also tap into these additional income streams, which is exactly what we did, and it kind of progressed from there. And it opened my eyes to this possibility, this idea that, you know what, there is a reason why McDonald's works every single time, right? You know why that is? You know why Subway works every single time? Why is that? Because they operate on systems, okay? Systems work, people fail. Now, people, if they don't understand how to run the system, if they don't understand how to work with the system properly so that you're not an employee at McDonald's, you want to be the owner of McDonald's, not literally, but metaphorically speaking. You know what I mean? You want to own the franchise. You want to get to the position to where, you're not there flipping burgers all the time, but you get to collect on every single burger that gets flipped. You see what I'm saying? Now, so dynamic marketing system is a little bit more, I teach you actually module 10 of Internet Traffic Mastery, I reveal to you the exact structure that I used here to build my dynamic marketing system and how to tap into that market. So you guys are going through Internet Traffic Mastery, you know that it's the entire module for that, just that alone, okay? Now, where we're at right now is a platform-based business model, okay? So a platform-based business model it really is what it is, okay? It's a platform. So Facebook is a platform, right? Twitter is a platform. ClickBank is a platform. It's a platform-based business model. Now, what we're doing is a lot of our people in 4%, they're like, all right, we get the concept. So if I just talk about it, and I guess I can just leave it at that, right? And be like, all right, there you go, go figure it out. What we wanted to do is we wanted to take it a step further, okay? So a platform-based business model, basically what this is, okay, is where you have a marketplace, okay? So let me show you this as an example here, okay? So take a look at my screen here, okay? I'll just show you an example, okay? So here, okay, we have just different programs, okay? So business and marketing, tech and systems. So take a look at all these different categories here. Okay. And all right, I'm just going to expand this. Okay, just in categories. Okay. So we've got each one of these categories. Take a look at this, just for example purposes. So each one of these categories has multiple product lines in it. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I mean, there's probably like 30 or 40 of them out there. Okay. 30 or 40. And each one of those categories has like between 3 up to 5 and ever evolving, ever expanding products per category. Okay. So you've got this marketplace. Okay. You've got this huge marketplace, just crazy big, right? That's ever growing. Like this is a concept of like ClickBank. ClickBank is a marketplace. You get the point, right? Tons and tons and tons. Now, take a look at this. So this becomes a platform-based model, right? Now these are different niches. What we're doing here is in different niches. You got a, real estate, internet marketing. We're going to be going into like insurance niche, consulting, ever expanding, ever evolving. Okay, so if you guys have an account with 4%, know what we're doing here, and really how little guy, like anybody really, if you guys do it right, okay, if you're the right kind of person, how you can leverage and kind of collaborate with what we're doing here, that you can be either this or this. You know, if you have eStage, you immediately start out here, but I show you how to tap into these, okay, where you don't have to create the products, you don't have to necessarily build them out, you don't have to customer service them, just like I was able to do that myself. But I picked one product. Well, you don't have one product, you have like 70, 80, 100 different products in different niches. Eventually it's growing to that, into that, that you can leverage. You see what I'm saying? Now, we don't stop there. Take a look at this right here. Okay, take a look at my screen. So these are just in the product, in the programs categories, right? So when we go to tools and resources, okay, check it out. You got web hosting, email management, tracking, website funnels, CRM, webinars. Like look at this. Like email management. Oh, we got funnel building. Okay, website and funnels. Look, ClickFunnels alone, right, has paid me over $200,000 over the last about a year, maybe year and a half or something like that. Like I did not spend a red cent promoting ClickFunnels. CRM, things like Infusionsoft, webinars, private email. All these are picks and shovels that entrepreneurs need and marketers need. And so what we do is in this, and of course services and all that stuff we can talk about later. So what's happening here is with a platform-based business model. Okay, what we have done here is we have created what's called an ecosystem. This cloud right here, okay, it's an ecosystem that has never ever been done before. Okay, because we've got the main programs, but then we've got the resources. Okay. It's millions of dollars worth of development, literally millions of dollars. It doesn't come together overnight, okay? I don't see anybody else in our industry doing it because most people don't understand how it's done properly. A lot of people also don't have the funds to be able to pull something like this off. Literally millions of dollars of development, so obviously not everybody can do it, but we have created a way where through the means of like, if you understand, like if you want to build your business on a solid ground foundation, right? And just like that tabletop, right? If you want to have this going on in your business, but you're like, dude, I don't have the product. I don't know what I'm going to be promoting. I don't know what to promote. I don't know how to build, but I want to build a high rise over here, okay? Meaning I want to have good amount of money coming into my business. I want to have a solid business going that pays me from multiple directions. So now, if you're the right person, okay? If you're product centric, if you have a long-term vision, if you want to build something that's going to look beautiful, okay? If you're looking for push, let me where's the button where I can push a button, get rich tomorrow? It doesn't exist. We're going to be a wrong fit for each other, okay? But if you're somebody who truly wants to build a solid empire, solid income, not one stream, like probably, I think if I would guess, once we transition over to this new updated version here, probably close to 200 different flows of income potentially, okay? See what I'm saying? Without having to promote each one of them individually. Everything is blended in. All you have to do is tell the system where you want the checks to be paid out from all these different companies. Like I talked to you, like GetResponse paid me over $300,000. ClickFunnels paid me over $200,000. I have multiple accounts with GetResponse. Aweber pays me. ClickMagic paid me 6 figures. Just a tracking software. Look, we have a program called Ecom Entrepreneur. Okay, one of the programs. This is for e-commerce market, right? That program sells, and let's say if you wanted to, if you wanted to promote any of the programs for what it is, it's a product-centric model, right? But you wanted to promote that, you could, and generate income on the program sales, okay? And let's say you made whatever the amount of money you make in there. I'm just for easy sake, let's just say $500. It's probably wrong number. I haven't looked at how much it's selling for, or what the commission structure on that one is. But that's just the beginning, because once, let's say that you sold a program to somebody who's looking to learn e-commerce, okay? You don't create the program. You just step into it the right way. That's why eStage is so ridiculously important. And the way we teach you, because all you can literally do is just feature the products already linked to your earnings link, to your affiliate link, to your partner link, okay? And you're done. That's it. And you get paid every single month, right? But here's the thing. E-commerce is talking about what? It's talking about Shopify, okay? If somebody wants to build an e-commerce store, Shopify is the biggest e-commerce platform out there, okay? E-commerce building platform out there. Guess what? That program recommends Shopify, okay? When I have this person who bought e-commerce from me, okay? See what I'm saying? And you have funnels and all that stuff. And that person now goes through that program, which, like, you don't have to deliver. It's already delivered by somebody else. It's a program that somebody else has created. You're just aligning with it, with us to sell it, right? And this person here wants to build his Shopify store. So he will be directed to open a Shopify account, right? Guess what? That Shopify link becomes one of the tools and resources here. So when that person clicks on that link within the program and buys Shopify, Shopify can pay, depending on how you set up with them, can pay you, all right, up to $2,000. I think last time I checked that was the case. $1,000, $2,000, depending on the plan, all that stuff. Okay, that's free money coming to you. You don't have to run an ad for it. You don't have to, you don't have to talk about Shopify. Heck, you might have no clue about e-commerce whatsoever. But your ability to fulfill the need in the marketplace, okay, your ability to fulfill that need through products, because every one of these products has a little R, okay, which is a result that the user is looking for, and they can get it through the product, okay? So what we're doing here, and again, this is very, very complex. I'm just giving you a glimpse into it. Very complex, but it's a platform-based business model, product-centric, okay? And if you have an account with 4% right now, anyways, you guys are watching this, I'll do a little plug here, while I, heck, might as well, right? This is not for everybody, but it's for the right person. If you want to build a product-centric business, okay, with multiple streams of income, tools and resources, everything flows through the ecosystem. So you have literally, here in the very near future, probably over 200 potential income streams that are all symbiotic, synergistic, right? That pay you from multiple. You get checks from everywhere, right? Then, if you don't yet have an account with 4%, you can create an account with 4%. Get in and take a look at what we're doing. I'm going to teach you regardless, whether you go to 4% as to pick your products to promote. You can go to ClickBank. You can go to Amazon. You can go to, Amazon pays low, but you get the point, right? So there are other platforms that you can tap into, okay, to fulfill the need in a particular industry, okay? So industry matters, because if the industry is on the uprise, there is a high demand in the industry. So what I have to do is I have to simply step in and fulfill the need, okay? And the better I can fulfill that need, right, the more you will get compensated, okay? The better you will fulfill the need, the more you will get compensated. Make sense? And so what I'm going to teach you is a lot of this kind of stuff. But again, my friends, a lot of people have asked about the home. This right here hopefully gives you a little bit of an idea, right, as to, I've done them all. Okay, I'm here right now. That's what we're building, but we're doing this to work with a lot of people. My goal, my vision, you guys, is this. We want to create we want to create a model here. We want to create a platform where we become literally, probably the world's biggest entrepreneur community in existence. I think we can do it with the right people. Okay, in order to help you, you've got to operate properly, though, right? If you got a messed up mindset about business, if you're going for, you're gonna cut corners here, or you're looking for quick, easy riches without doing any of the work, we're definitely not a good fit. But if you want to build a solid business that will have that growth, eventual growth, rapid growth, okay, and where the work that you're doing now, what you do tomorrow, it's a stacking of activities, a stacking of the work, okay? Then, hey, we might be a good fit. Who knows? Okay, if you want to check it out, create yourself an account to 4%. Take a look at what we're doing, and yeah, we'll see you inside. We'll talk to you guys inside. Again, I've done them all. They all work, okay? But this will constitute, okay, your home on the internet, okay? You can right now, okay, you can play this game right here. This is a big leagues, okay? Gives you unlimited income, but you link this model with this initially. You control this, but you leverage this, okay? So these two work simultaneously. Never before in the history of our industry have I seen this happen, or seen an opportunity where people can have that, okay? It's totally different. There's a lot of business opportunities out there. You have to recruit. You have to, get somebody to join you. What I'm teaching you is completely different mindset here. It's completely different. It's rock solid, black on white, no shady areas, no gray hat, right? You don't have to worry about regulations. You don't have to worry about FTC stepping in and shutting things down. This is solid, product-centric, fulfilling the needs in multiple industries, and you building around you. Again, this is eStage. I'm going to do another plug for eStage. If you guys don't have eStage, go to programs, go check out eStage from 4%. Watch that video. It will give you a good idea. If you don't have this or this, heck, like you don't have to buy anything. If you know how to create it yourself, go build it yourself. But I want you to get the concept. If you can hire a programmer and a designer, let them do it for you. If you don't know anybody, right, or if you don't have the creative enough, at least right now, juices flowing or whatever the case might be, eStage is a perfect fit for you, okay? Check it out, link it up, and you'll be able to connect to our platform if you're a good fit. Again, create yourself an account to 4%. Hey, I look forward to helping you build your empire, all right? But regardless, my friends, this is how you build multiple streams of income. Make sense? We're on the same page here, right? Time flies when you're having fun, man. I sure had a lot of fun explaining to you. I love to do this. I love talking about it because I live it. I'm not talking to you theory. I'm not talking to you about something that I've heard or read about. I've done it all. I've made a lot of mistakes. I want to teach you how to do it properly, all right? Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you. If you haven't shared this, if you found this to be valuable, please share it. I appreciate that. And if you are in 4% or if you are coming in to join forces with us, go create yourself a free account and I'll see you inside. Regardless, God bless and be awesome. See you next time.